Welcome everybody to Red G Fox. Yes, my name is Danny. Welcome to our channel where it is all about Sanford and Son. Thank you. If this is your first time, stick around. You might see some things you like, enjoy, and check out our channel, our community page. It's all sorts of fun trivia, facts, polls, because it's all Sanford and Son. So almost like Toys R Us, it's Sanford and Son are us. Maybe I should have named the channel that. Anyways, today we are talking about in our weekly breakdown, the Grady series. We're going through Grady. It is season 3, episode 21. Tyranny, thy name is Grady. I never loved the name of that. Obviously, it's a real quote, so they're basing it off that. But in this one, IMDb gives it 7.3 out of 10. We just did last week with Betty Hairston, and I really felt that was higher. This one, I feel, is funny. If you would have said this was 6.8 or even 7.0, I would have felt okay. I do have some parts I like, but it's not one of my favorite Grady episodes, but it still is high. Remember, we said anything over 7.0 is pretty good, and this is 7.3. I gotta say, because Aunt Esther's in it, that's probably why it's so high. The ratings are good. In my opinion, not my no way is this in my Sanford and Son top 30. I know that for a fact. List yours. Comment below. Is it in your top 30, top 50? But anytime you get Esther and Grady, and we'll get back to that in our top, at the end of the show, we always do our top 3 funny. If you just want to see some funny clips, fast forward to the end, the last few minutes, we will go over the top 3 funny moments of this episode, and it does involve Grady and Esther. Right away, let's get to the fun facts.
I didn't know that.
All right, but fun fact number 1, to me this is a funny fact. Lamont mentions a movie to Grady called Deep Throat, right? He gets him the tickets, goes to surprise, I do a favor for him. Starring Linda Lavasato. It's a spoof on the movie from 1972 titled Deep Throat, starring Linda Lovelace. So in case you've ever heard it and you go, hey, that sounds familiar, it is actually based on a real movie and a very similar name. So that is one fun fact you might not have known. Another one, this is the 3rd of 9 total episodes starring Grady as the lead. So we're at number 3. You sit there and go, well, what the heck's left? Well, don't forget we got the Grady episode at the end of season 4 where it's titled part of Sanford and Son, but it's really just Grady when we meet his family. And then there's several other ones where he held out. We still get to see Rump Roast Judy. We still get to see Cousin Emma. And then in season 4, there are 3 other ones as well. So 3rd of 9 starring just Grady as the lead. Let's get to our familiar faces.
Just wait a minute. May I ask you a personal question? Who are you?
All right, familiar faces. Both these ladies have been in other episodes of Sanford and Son, so when you see them, you might go, hey, they look familiar. Let's find out what they're from. The first one, Beverly Hope Atkins. She was the first girl who was there. She passed away, sadly, in 2001 at the age of 66. She appeared in over 26 movies and shows in her career, with Never Forget in 1991 being her last performance. She also appeared as Lamont's girl in Return of the Barracuda, remember that one? And as Sheila Monroe in that one. She went on to do that. What's funny was she was portrayed as a girl younger than Donna, right? Because her and Lamont are so different, are closer in ages. In reality, she was only like 7 or maybe even 6 years younger than Lynn Hamilton. And you didn't look at it because they did so good with the effects to make Lynn Hamilton look older. But she was in that one. She also appeared in Good Times, The White Shadow, and 6 times in Hill Street Blues as Vivian DeWitt. That is our first one. The next one, I always enjoyed this character, or the actress, Brenda Sutton. She was girl number 2. She also played in season 4, the older woman. She was the one who was the daughter, Louise. Remember when they went, Fred and Grady went to go find out, who is this mystery girl Lamont's going out with? And it was actually a different lady. This was her daughter, and that's what they thought it was in the Hugh J thing. So she was in that. She appeared in just 4 other movies and shows, and was in 5 on the Black Hand Side. We talked about that. That was a big movie with another Sanford and Son cast member in the past, 5 on the Black Hand Side. So that is it with our familiar faces. One bonus, I didn't get her name on here, but you'll see one of, right here in the picture, Aunt Esther's Bible Thumpers. She comes along. She went on to be the maid in the series Sanford and kind of played the Aunt Esther rival of Fred where they go back and forth. Here she is here. She makes several appearances in Sanford and Son as well, this being one of them. All right, in our summary, brief summary about what it's about and also some clips of funny moments put in there. Right away this episode, Lamont, he wants to use the home. Hey, his dad's away. He's got a couple of girls, Rollo, nice little party. This time we don't have to worry about sending Fred away and no Catalina Cruz. But Grady says, no orgies.
No Bible meetings and no orgies. One arm or 2. Hey, you know, man, you you can't tell me what to do in my own house.
Leave it to Grady. He can't get names right. He can't get sayings right. Remember burning the bra in a pubic place? We'll get to that one coming up in a few weeks. But yeah, right there, Grady's like, nope, we're not having it no matter what. I got to keep it. I made an oath to your dad. On top of that, so he's already got Lamont who wants the house. Now he wants Aunt Esther, or Aunt Esther wants to borrow the house for her Bible meeting with her friends. But Grady has some words for her as well. Let's check that out.
Well, I don't know what the Lord said, but Fred said no Bible meetings. And since I'm in charge, I'm saying no Bible meetings.
I love it when those two are together. Aunt Esther, LaWanda Page, she can do just about anything. Go watch the Red Fox Comedy Hour if you've never seen that. Oh my gosh, it's on YouTube. I'm going to do a few things on that eventually on our channel, some clips and break it down. But she can do anything. Even when she messes up, it is hysterical. And when she's with Grady, they have great chemistry. It's no wonder why they didn't have her involved more in the series Grady. I think she just made one appearance on the Grady show. So Grady's doing it. He's got Fred's #1 rule: no parties, no orgies, no Bible meetings. So he's made it clear to both, and Grady's doing an excellent job. But Lamont is like, no, I ain't falling for this. He already had a gun held at him, gunpoint by Grady. This is not happening.
Oh man, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna have it out with Grady once and for all, man. He can't get away with this stuff in my house. Hey, when it's on you, partner, good luck. Hey girls, wait for me. I'll take you home on the bus.
We'll cover more on that, more into that scene later on. But yeah, he tells Rollo, no way, man. We're going to take care of this. We're going to have ourselves a party the next day. That's when Grady ends up getting tricked by Lamont, because he's like, hey, almost like the Catalina tickets, Grady's a little more gullible. He's got a surprise gift for Grady that he knows this will be an opportunity for him to get the house.
I got you a ticket to that new skin flick down at the Yellow Pussycat Theater. The marquee said that the movie's red hot and sizzling. Oh, wow!
It's so funny when Grady has the tickets, or when he's walking, he's crying, you did a favor for me? You know, he can't contain himself. So he's got this tickets. Oh, wow! Grady's so pumped. He's out of there just as they wanted. So the plan worked, and now Lamont's got his party. They're going on. They got the ladies, and Rollo even stops the music, and he says, hey, how long do we got? You know, this guy's going to be back. And Lamont's like, no, don't worry. I changed the locks, and he don't got no key. So they're having a blast until they hear a knock at the door.
Who is it? It's me, Grady. Oh, man, I told you. Who? Grady. Prove it. What do you mean, prove it? It's me, Grady.
Yeah, they're not letting Grady in. He is furious. And what do you do when you know you can't? Fred knew it. Now Grady knows it. If you can't beat gangsters, you call in Esther and the Bible Thumpers, the Bible Brigade. And if you can't get inside a locked house, you call Esther and the Bible Brigade. Especially when there's orgies going on in the house. So Grady does that. Let's check it out when Esther joins the party.
Oh, no, you don't. Ain't no man that I'm not married to gonna be holding no ladder that I'll be climbing on.
So Grady's like, hey, you need to get in there. It's a smart play. Grady can't do it. Esther can. She goes in there. And it's so funny. They always portray Esther as younger than Fred and Grady. Esther is 10 years older than Whitman Mayo in real life. But you wouldn't know it by looking at it. They do a great job with the makeup. Esther gets in, and what does she stumble upon?
How did you get in here?
Sodom and Gomorrah.
This evil den, this sin, this house of iniquity. Everyone gets out of there. It so reminds us of the gangster scenes where they get cleared out with when Fred has the house party. So they're all gone. You see Lamont sneak back. We already saw Grady run back in, but Lamont sneaks back in and he demands answers. He is furious at Grady. You ruined his party once again. His dad's gone. It's his house. And I feel bad for Lamont because it is his house. Grady should have taken the gift and just enjoy the evening. Everyone would have had a good time. But no, he's pissed, and now Lamont wants answers.
You have spoiled my evening for the last time. Now you get down here right now. Put your hands up or I'll shoot.
The fact he's got the gun in the face, which is a reoccurring theme throughout the episode. That's how it ends. We do get a final scene where Grady's like mentioning something about the bullet, the gun not being loaded. And similar to when Fred shot the gun and almost killed Goldstein, Grady does have the gun go off. Lamont gets almost like a look of, you know what, you get what you deserve. So that's how the episode, like I said, 7.0, I'm fine. I think the ratings, fans like it more than possibly I did. Comment below if you did. You think it's better than 7.3 or about that. I'm totally cool with it. I feel I enjoyed last week's episode more with Hoppy and Smitty and Betty Hairston. I like that one a lot more. But we've even had some of our fans comment saying, the first half, nothing happened, right? And I beg to differ, but they're like, first half, nothing happened. The second half was better, so that's why. So, hey, I respect everyone's opinions. That is it. Let's get to our top 3 funny. All right, number 3 coming in. It is so good. It is where Aunt Esther is talking with Grady, and she's basically asking, is Fred still in St. Louis? And she's got something special for the city of St. Louis.
Fred's still in St. Louis.
Yeah, Fred's still in St. Louis.
Good. I'll say a prayer for the state of Missouri.
Well, what can I do for you, Chester?
When she says that, it's so funny because it's like, yeah, pray for St. Louis because we know Fred's up no trouble. But then to follow it up with Grady calling her Chester. Oh my gosh. I always forget that one until I get to this or someone else comments it in our mini pages comment section. People have said, called her Chester before. So that's number 3. Number 2, this is, as we talked about earlier with the gun, this is the best one. When he's holding him at gunpoint and he's saying, hey, you could change your voice. You could sound like Lamont. What's your father's name? Got to see this.
You know, what's your father's name? Grady, that's not your father's name. What's your father's name? His name is Fred. All right?
I love it. Lamont's face is just so dead. He's just like, man, I cannot believe I almost got shot breaking into my own home. And then finally coming in number 1, this is a classic line that sometimes I forget. I totally forget it's mentioned in this episode. We always know it, right? Anytime you get Aunt Esther and Rollo together, somebody mentions her name, his mom's name, and then he's also calling on these Jezebel ladies. Let's check it out. Number 1.
With these 2 Jezebels, ain't that Rita Lawson's boy, Rollo?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I love when he's got the cigarette and he's like, yes, ma'am. He's always so scared of Aunt Esther, Rita Lawson's boy, Rollo Lawson. So that is it on our top 3 funny. That is it on the episode. One more thing, though. Power to the Foxes. If you want to become a great Fox, our top membership, get perks, all sorts of things, or you want to be Esther's Raiders, we have 3 different levels. Check them out. But you will get a shout out if you are top level, and that is, of course, to Jim Offit, who has been over 5 months membership. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Jim. And Mike Lutton, as well as our Esther Raiders down here at the bottom, scrolled as well. You will always find a way to get a shout out, either audibly or visually on our channel if you become a member. And also, any contest you have, you are automatically entered. You don't have to follow any of the rules to get in the contest like the non-members do. Thank you so much. Go check out last week's videos. I thought some of the things on there were really entertaining, but not everyone's watched them. So go give them a look if not. And if you enjoyed anything on here, please click the like button. And if you're new to our channel and you enjoy Sanford & Son, you need to subscribe. There is nothing here but Sanford & Son stuff. And I promise you will find something you enjoy now, in the past, or down the line. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great week. Be safe. And da-da-da-da-da-da. Whose House Football is back. Have a great week. Don't forget to watch that Thursday Night Football. Then Friday Night Football. I can't even remember the last time Friday Night Football. Then Sunday. Man, I am so pumped. It's going to be hard for me to keep making videos when I got no time with all this football popping up. See you guys. Peace.